Prairie Scraps, and I am here today breaking open my new kit for Chalk Couture. And so I wanted to share that with you. So in the month of April, if you sign up, you get a bonus transfer with your kit. So you get all your kit stuff, which is well over $200 worth of stuff. Plus you get an extra transfer, and it's a surprise transfer. The other thing you can get in April is 1 of 5 people will get an extra, a golden ticket in their kit, and it's valued at $100 of free product. So anyway, I unfortunately did not get the gold ticket. You could see I did the opening and I kind of talked about that. So today I thought I would go ahead and use the stuff from my kit and try to use that brand new transfer for that. So this is the transfer I got in my kit. It's different for everybody. I've only seen one other people that has had that. It's called the One of a Kind, and it's got the frame and then 2 other pieces to it. I already took, the things that you want for this are a transfer and then a surface to go on. This is a board that I've intended on using for craft shows to put magnets on to sell them, and just the magnets never came to. So anyway, I've had this. It's actually got the 3M on the back so I could hang it on the wall, but I thought it was square, which would go with this square outline up here on the transfer. So that's why I chose this one, and I've had it around. I am trying to go through my stash of all kinds of craft stuff and get rid of it, and I'll share here with you. Maybe I'll feel brave enough at one point. Comment below if you're interested in seeing how bad my craft stash looks. At least the one in the laundry room. So anyway, I want to clear out my laundry room. I want to get things much more organized and get rid of all the stuff I think, oh, someday I'll do this. So the other things you need is you'll need a scissors to cut that apart. I used a Sharpie. I marked the back. I like to put on the backing because otherwise when you put them back together, you don't want to put it on the wrong side. And I already marked them because there's 3 pieces, 1 of a kind, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. One thing I have noticed is that over time, the transfers, that Sharpie does work its way through the transfer and the paper, but I don't think it affects it whatsoever because it is a Sharpie. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this apart, and I'm hoping the scissors will work. I couldn't find my good scissors. I have no idea where the children went with them. And then this one is a cut apart as well. So that one will go in the middle. For now, I'm just going to do this. Oh, and then this is my first time too. I'm going to try to do an ombre with this because this is pretty busy. My thinking is I want to do all those flowers one color and all the leaves another, all that kind of stuff, but you can't do that. The other things you need are the Chalkology paste, at least 2 different colors to do the ombre. This is the new formula that came in the kit. This one's called Sage. And then I also have Couture Coral. Oops, I lost that one. And then Bright White, which is one of the common ones. Anyway, they're all the new formulas, which I'm really excited about because my other chalks are a different kind. And then you'll also need to have at least 3 of the scrapers. And long ago, I took one of these larger scrapers and cut it down. So I have kind of a medium one and then a really skinny one as well, because you'll need 1 for each paste. I am going to be using some spoons. There are scrapers that Chalk Couture sells, and I'm about to get some of those. This is the case. And then, oh, I have a pan of water. This is my first time having a pan of water on the side. I usually throw them into my kitchen sink, but I'm in my studio right now, so I didn't want to run back and forth or have a child. So that's what we need. You could use a towel. We want to fuzz off the transfer the first time that we use them for sure, and maybe a couple of times after that. So, and when you're pulling transfers, you want to pull from the middle and not an edge so you don't stretch them. They are a silk transfer, which is pretty cool. And so I'm just going to actually stick it to my sweatshirt and fuzz it off that way. You can use a towel. You can use the one that is Chalk Couture sells. I just don't have that. Like I said, I just got my kit. I do have stuff from a couple years ago. In fact, my chalks have kind of dried up, so I'm reconstituting those now. I'll have to let you know how that goes. And I'm just going to apply this silk transfer to this board that I have. And like I said, I want to do an ombre. Excuse me. Really sorry about that. So I'm going to start out with 3 different colors. I'm doing these 3 that I told you, the bright white, the coral, and sage. Honestly, because when I opened up my my old chalks, they were all dried up and I didn't want to wait and I just want to get this done. So one of the great things about being in Chalk Couture, I have found a great group to be in because they have contests every month. And one of the contests they have this month is that that you can enter your mystery transfer. So this stuff is really great consistency. It's a brand new. You can see that. You want to have it kind of like they say, like a yogurt consistency or sour cream consistency, and that is right away. My other chalks, however, are dried powder. The nice thing is they are a water base, so you can, I'm just going to use this one because it's kind of full in that spoon. This is why you need the scrapers from Chalk Couture, because it's kind of messy without. But anyway, you don't want to waste anything, so I'm going to try to put that all back in. But they're water-based, so when they do dry up like that, you can reconstitute with water. And so that's what I'm doing. I have them all sitting with water. Okay, so that's my green, the sage. And then we're going to open the coral, and I'm going to assume this is going to be just as nice. And the nice thing is this is a new, I don't remember them having a protectant cover. Ooh, there's a lot there on the lid because I was tipping it upside down, I think. So I'm just going to use this. The other nice thing about these being water-based is that if you do your transfer and you don't like it, you can just erase with water. And we do have specific erasers for that too. And then our bright white, which also probably should be just as nicely. Oop, that one looks like it needs a little bit more of a, I'm gonna take that off. Little mix, yep, nice consistency. You just kind of want it like sour cream or yogurt, not a runny one. So those are the chalk paste, and set that there. So now I've got 3 different ones. This one we're gonna do it kind of fast, and I haven't totally decided how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know, should I do green on one side, coral on the other, white in the middle? I think that maybe is what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna line them up. Remember that, try to remember that. Okay, so you're gonna put it on kind of thick to begin with, and you're just gonna do a line. You're not gonna do it, you kind of want it to be covering. If you get outside, it's water-based again, so it's okay. It's just gonna wash off. And like I said, if I mix this up, this is my first time doing an ombre. I'm gonna try to do it really fast, and then we're gonna do coral on the other side. Ooh, so that's a sideways one. I don't know, maybe I picked the wrong color. I'm trying to offload that. Again, maybe those stir sticks. I'm just trying to make 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. There, we got some going. This stuff is so smooth, and they were saying the new formula is so amazing. And I don't know if it's because I just I haven't used it in a long time. I'm just spraying this out, and you do want it to stay nice and wet. So again, I probably got it a little bit on the thin side. I'm going to do a little bit more and just get it coated because I don't want this to dry. Okay, and then white. And I'm going to do white here in the middle. I don't need to, I want to make sure these are good and covered when I get these on. Whoops, I've got a little leakage. And you don't have to go to the center on this one. Okay, so we've got these, and as long as I've got the white here, I'm going to scrape that up and try to put the white back in. Wish me luck. I maybe have a little bit of coral sitting there. So I'm going to try. The nice thing about this stuff is you really don't use very much, even for the fanciest of projects. And I got a little bit of that in there. Okay, so I'm just going to let that be. The coral I'm going to scrape up, and oh, I already have a mess. Nice going. Well, goes to show you anybody can do this. I'm going to get that off. And then, let's see. That one is done. Whoops, I got coral. Now I'm going to scrape off the green. Make sure it doesn't get dried. And I go pretty fast. Oops, I want to get that covered. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some baby wipes for this as well. I don't always use these. I often use just a wet rag because they are water-based, so the rags will wash. All right, so I'm going to take a clean finger and then swirl right here in the middle and just swirl these together. This makes that ombre in the middle, so it has like a gradual mix in. And this is where I'm probably going to be using a little bit more product. Oh, that one's pretty dry. You're just going to swirl it really easy. You don't want to pull it off or get it under, but you want to get it so that they kind of blend together in the middle. You can see how that is. I don't know. We'll see. Then you can either take another finger and do the other side. The other thing too is if it does get a little bit dried out, ooh, I like that coral color mixed in with the white. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to do this. It does reconstitute it. All right, so I just want to check and make sure. It looks like I've got a little bit over here. I'm just going to take it off right now while I have the transfer on here anyway. Well, maybe not. It won't take much to get that off with water. I'll probably have to use a Q-tip. I could have taped it with some blue tape and that might have helped me a little bit more. I might have to go back through with a Q-tip and get that off. Thought I had one. I do. Okay, I'm just gonna take that off. And like I said, I'll fix that later. All right, so just to get it up, I'm gonna go on a corner, but then I'm gonna go from, remember I said right from the center. You wanna do that and you're just gonna peel it back nice and easy. And oh my goodness, I really, really, really love how that looks. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry. I'm actually going to put that transfer in my little pan of water so that it doesn't get stuck on there because that was pretty dry. All right, and you could see, like I went outside. This is pretty easy to get off. I'm just using the wipe. Might be a little bit on the wet side, so I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to wipe off my good part, but that fixes it as easy as that. So no matter what. All right, so later on, I will go back through and I'm going to, once this is dried completely, I'm going to put the one of a kind in the center. So this board, go ahead and check out, I do have a link. Check out my business page on Facebook. It's Prairie Scraps. And make sure you comment and like this. I will, like I said, have the finished product put up on my Facebook page on Prairie Scraps so you can check out how it turned out for you. But so anyway, that's what it looks like. It should dry pretty quick. You can use a hairdryer, but I didn't want you to have to sit and listen to the hairdryer. But isn't that beautiful? Look at how nicely that went together. Sorry about the shine. All right, thanks for joining me and thanks for watching all the way through. I just stuck my finger in that. And we will see you next time. Keep crafting. Hello, I'm back. So I took a hairdryer to this. I kind of got my supplies cleaned up a little bit. And I've got the one of and placed on here and kind of rubbed down. When you have another transfer underneath it, you kind of want to be careful about putting the other transfer on top of it. So I did fuzz it off. And to me, it looks like I'm covering the of and kind. So I'm just going to do one at a time, pull it really quick, and then go ahead and chalk the rest. So, ooh, and I can, oh, I don't know if I don't like this. This one is, you could see the beveled edge is on the longer side, and I'm used to being on the shorter side. So I don't know, I'm struggling with the use of this. And even in just that little bit of time of drying it up, seems like my chalk got really dry pretty quickly. So you got to be really watching that. Okay, so I think I got this all chalked. And like I said, I'm making a big mess of this. So anybody can do this. So then I've got to just pull this, and you want to pull from the center as opposed to angle, because you don't want to bend it. And I'm just going to stick this over here. I decided, well, I don't know if I like the centering of that. I decided that I didn't like the pan of water in my music studio. Okay, so this is, I just want to make sure this is dry down here. So I apologize for the noise, but I'm just going to make sure it's all dry. I probably just got paint all over my hairdryer. And then, oops, phew, I stuck that down by accident. Okay, one of a kind, and we're going to put the kind on here. I'm trying to center with that. And then I'm just going to do the center because, like I said, I don't want to pull the rest of it off. And then you don't need very much, and you can get it off if you can run the squeegee. Like I said, I'm used to a different angle of squeegee. I don't know where this one came from. I just opened it up. But there you go. That's how quick and easy it is to make your own signs, which is pretty cool. That's why I love this. When I was doing craft fairs to help my kids raise money for going on trips for 4-H, this was a very great way to do it. So I'm taking this slowly so I don't pull anything else off. But there it is. My one of a kind. Just going to stick that over there. You can see it, if you can see it there. One of a kind. I think it's really pretty. I really enjoy putting it together. It's so quick and easy. Probably quicker for you to do it without even if you weren't videotaping. So thanks for joining me. Make sure you comment and like. That helps me out a little bit. And if you're interested in any of these Chalk Couture items, go ahead, take the link below, or you can do www.chalkcouture.com / and my name is Dory. It's Dori. So and if you have want any information, go ahead and put information down below and I'll help you out with that. Thank you.